Hi, I'm Bran, and you know me, I love UpTV movies.
Hi, I'm Jax, and I would like to make more UpTV movies.
I see what you did there. I'm Dan. You know me. I despise, with a fiery, burning passion, UpTV movies. And this is the Deck the Hallmark Podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast. Brandon and friends host his podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, feels
Wow.
right. Feels right.
The people have spoken, and they said if Jax doesn't come back before When Calls the Heart returns in July, they're going to riot. That's what they said.
Yeah.
We said we can't do that.
No.
We can't have that on our
A
conference.
riot is a righteous invasion of truth.
Was that a conference you went to?
It was, it's Carmen. It's a song by
Oh,
Carmen.
it's a song by
Weirdly
Carmen.
enough, Carmen probably would not stand by that now, but that's neither
'Cause
here
he's
nor there.
dead.
That's right. He is dead.
because he's dead.
That is because he's dead. Correct.
Did you ever listen to Carmen?
you know
Jax?
who Carmen is, Jax?
I didn't. I thought you were talking about the opera Carmen, but is that
No,
not?
There is
um,
no righteous invasion of truth in Carmen the opera.
Carmen was, rest in peace, obviously,
Obviously.
a Christian singer / rapper / spoken word
Spoken word.
artist.
He was embarrassing on 3 levels. If you ever get a chance to listen, it is
Just do yourself a
cringeworthy.
favor and listen to the champion,
Carmen the champion.
and then
Carmen the
go on
Champion?
YouTube
Yes.
and watch churches perform it live, like do some interpretive dance to it.
movement.
'Cause-
Brand and I have been there. We've gotten down an hour rabbit
It's
trail.
like once a year.
We just watched them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is so
Because we
cringeworthy.
do
And if
kinda
you
love
grew
them.
up in the church. It's everything you could want as long as you don't have high anxiety.
I might be in trouble then.
Well, just it's a boxing match between Jesus
and
Christ
Satan.
and Satan.
Oh, well, you
Yeah.
know who my money's on. God is good all the time.
all the
All the
time.
time.
God is good.
He
Jax,
sure is.
How are you?
I'm really good. I miss you guys. I'm a little bit bummed that Ted didn't fly me down this week, but I think
Yeah.
he said he is going to bring me to Bramblefest. So
Oh,
Let's bring you to Bramble
thank
Fest.
goodness.
Verdict's still out on all of season 11 of When Calls the
10,
Heart.
No, 10.
10. I don't know. I don't know what season we are. It's all a blur.
10 is coming up. Yeah,
10 is coming up.
right.
The end of July. Is that when it's happening? Is that right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. I'm going to have to
And
listen back
I
because
just got word.
it's a blur.
It is a blur. I got word that he is flying you down for Bramblefest, but he's just flying you out of Newark, which not his private jet or anything.
Yeah, this
Like,
time it's not going to be his private jet, and he's not going to accompany me this time. I don't know. I think I did something to upset
That's
him.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Is he at least getting you from your place to Newark,
Yeah,
or
he's
is
gonna
that
do
up for
that.
you to figure out?
Yeah.
He's gonna do that. He'll do that.
Because you always go in, you always are like, yeah, Newark's a good option,
get
and then
you-
you get to Newark and you're like, well, where do I go from here?
He'll get you from your place to Newark, but he will not get you back when you
Yeah.
land. You will be on your own.
He likes to keep me in suspense.
That's right.
That
That's
Ted.
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
right.
Keep you on your toes.
That's some fun New York airport humor for
That's
those
right.
of you at home.
and inside
Well,
Bramblefest
inside baseball.
travel humor.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's
Yeah,
good, right?
inside Bramblefest travel. That's
That's right.
really niche.
right. Yeah, it
People love it.
Yeah.
You know what else people love is that sweater. For those of you that are watching on philo.tv/GTH,
Jax
Jax,
is
an
wearing a-
absolutely beautiful, bedazzled avocado.
She robbed a quinceañera.
and she do it again. Darn it!
I was. 'cause
Tell
I really
me-
love this sweater.
Tell me about this sweater. Maybe who it's for. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing Glitter Queen.
Uh-huh.
Is it? Wait, is
Ooh,
it sparkle? Oh my gosh!
Queen.
No, wait, okay, guys. I'm actually wearing Sparkle Queens.
Oh,
We had a joke before that it was Glitter Queen.
Yeah.
And there's Mexican food all over my.
Uh-huh.
There's glittery
Yeah,
Mexican
there's
food. I
glittery-
didn't spill
yeah.
Mexican food
Right.
all over my. All over my.
Oh,
I got a feeling they're
I
gonna.
had one job.
I got a feeling they're gonna ask for it back, Jack. 'Cause I think
They
they're gonna
are.
have to ship it back.
Man.
He'll provide the shipping label. Don't worry. It's not gonna be on
I'm
you.
not a good micro influencer.
Oh,
I
man.
promise it's going to be great. No, we'll take care of that in post.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, it'll
Take care of
sound
it in post.
totally normal in post.
Yeah.
No doubt
It's gonna
about
be
it.
great.
Man.
It's going to be great. We brought you here today to talk about UpTV as a staple of the network, which you are. You've been on UpTV. People love you. This was an obvious choice for us. When Love Blooms. I saw that there was going to be a premiere on UpTV, and I said this is going to be great. Get reason to get Jax back on here. Come to find out, it has been around since 2021. New to the network.
New to the network. They handpicked this one out of the movies left over from 2021. Yes.
But this weekend,
It's no engagement plot.
This weekend is Just Jake, which is a new movie.
Just Jake.
With our pal Brittany Bristow, and Jax will be back next week to help us do that one as well.
Yes, and if you're, free on Sunday, there's a triple header of Brandon Clark movies, The Engagement Plot, Happy Camper, and Just Jake. You can watch them all in a row. That's Dan's ideal Sunday.
Man, whoa, triple crown is what I call it. To watch The Engagement Plot stone cold sober in the middle of a Sunday afternoon sounds like the bee's knees, Jax.
No one said you had to be stone cold sober.
My kids are still awake.
We didn't make that rule.
So
all right.
You got to do what you got to do around here. Maybe Britt will join us for the episode next week. Would that be weird for her?
I would love her to do, but isn't she filming with Andrew Walker right now?
Oh, that's right, in South Africa.
Yeah.
Golly gee.
It's tough.
I don't know. I think if given the choice between us or that,
she'd choose us.
She'd choose us, right?
She does love you guys.
No, we love her.
She's wonderful.
But let's get this one out of the way, shall we?
She wasn't in When Love Blooms.
When Love Blooms, originally from I don't know, the dark crevices of the internet in 2021, but it did go on UpTV. I believe it premiered. It was a Friday night premiere.
Yeah, it was
the 12th,
where the players play.
Exactly right. And it went a little something like this. Anne is really overwhelmed by menus. You need to know that right from the get-go, because if you think it's not going to come back, you'd be wrong. She also really likes math. She's a risk. What's it called? A risk manager.
That's right.
Like, hey, that's too risky.
Or this is how risky it is.
That's right. So when the Glitter Queens, whatever it was called, when they were like, hey, let's send Jax the glitter,
Queens.
they said no risk here. See, risk managers aren't always right. They're not always right. She gets a call from her dad that he fractured his arm, so she is going to go and stay with him for a little bit, help him around the house. She gets into town and goes to a deli, and believe it or not, she's overwhelmed by the menu. A guy named Aaron comes in and is like, just get the mac and cheese. Also, I'll have my regular. She goes to get her dad some flowers, and wouldn't you know it, it's Aaron's shop. What? You guys. He puts together this amazing bouquet. Is that what you call it? I don't know. I saw the word
hard on the boo, but it is
the
bouquet.
word.
Yeah.
I saw the word, and I started to question.
It's a bouquet.
Everything. Bouquet. So she goes to her dad's house, gives him a buckwheat.
Aaron Blum's buckwheat.
Yeah, that's exactly right. She gets to her dad's house, gives him the flowers, and he loves them. Aaron then knocks on the door, and we find out that Aaron and Anne's dad are a team of competitive flower arrangers.
This just got serious.
With the Botanic Cup coming up.
The Botanic Cup?
Yes, the very one. He's very concerned. So Dad says, hey, guys, I read the rule book, and Anne can fill in with me. For me.
Yep.
Can fill in for me. It's all good with the rules. You know the Botanic Cup, they have a lot of them, but we are good here. So, for the next hour or so, Anne learns flowers. And as a result, so do we. They start to like each other in the process. Unfortunately, we do not. They're doing things. They're having fun. It's time for the Botanic Cup. Well, real quick,
Semifinals, you mean?
while all this is happening, there is an international risk management job that is available, and she is running through the risks in her own mind of
That's right.
whether or
She
not
gets
that
to
job would
travel
be
to
for
all
her.
these places.
Yes,
Yeah.
Bali,
Bali.
etc.
Yeah, Buenos Aires.
It's time for the semifinals of the Botanic Cup.
You know they say Kansas City is the Bali of the Midwest.
I've always
Did you
said
know
that, and I am very
So
excited.
we're looking forward to
wait.
that.
We are going to Bali.
Bali
We're-
of the Midwest.
We're doing a live show
Kansas
in
City.
Bali
in Bali. Jax might even be there.
Thursday, the
See
Thursday
what Ted
before
says.
Christmas Con.
That's
Come
right.
on out.
See what Ted says.
Semifinals of the Botanic Cup. They go to the finals. They make it, everybody. There is another team consisting of Aaron's ex-girlfriend, who's very intense, and another guy who
With no
we
last
know.
name. Yes.
We know him. We love him. In between this and that, and by this and that, I mean the semifinals and the finals, a lot happens. In that they get in an argument about, are we taking this seriously enough? I'm actually pretty foggy on the details of the argument, but it does happen. Also, Aaron's big flower, big plant, Rachel, bloomed and died, and he missed it, and he's really bummed about that. It's time for the finals. They are back on good terms. They win. They win the finals, everybody. They win the final. They're Botanic Cup champions 2021, I guess. So congratulations to them. Very exciting. Fast forward 6 months, and it does seem that she's a world traveler. So she took the job in Bali and etc. But she has made this place her headquarters, where she comes back, her home base, if you will. Her and Aaron are still doing her thing. And if you don't think they're talking about flowers, you'd be wrong. And that, my friends, was When Love Blooms.
We did it. Quick correction, Bran and
Oh.
Jax, and both of you should be just ashamed of
Ashamed.
yourself. It is not Glitter Queen, and it is not Sparkle Queen.
I guess,
either.
what is it? Queen of Sparkles?
It's Queen of Sparkles.
Queen of Sparkles.
It is. Sparkle Queens is a completely different business, everyone.
I probably.
No one is in here is it's Jax is wearing a sweater from Queen of Sparkles.
Queen of Sparkles.
And
Dan,
it
they're
looks
gonna have
great.
to send you some stuff because
Yeah.
you just set us on the straight and narrow here.
That's right. Please.
You
it's,
are-
it's a men's XL Queen of Sparkles. I will
Actually,
wear
the
it on the
sweatshirt that I
program.
actually wanted, which was the lemon sweatshirt, they only had left in XXL, so I could talk to them.
Can you show me
Send
that
it my way.
the lemons? Can you
lemon
pull
one
that-
is
pull that
adorable.
up?
I'll
We're
do
gonna
what
go
I can.
a quick break,
Got it.
and we'll come back and we'll talk more about When Love Blooms here on Deck the Hallmark. Welcome back, everybody. We're talking about When Love Blooms, the UpTV smash hits from 2021, also
Smash hit,
2023. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down with 4 segments. We're going to start with the hot take, and I will start with my friend Jax. Jax, what did you think of When Love Blooms?
Well, let me say I would love to do more movies for UpTV, so
Yes.
let's just say that out of the gate.
there
And I
it
think we
is.
all would love that, too.
We would love to see you on our television set more.
Hat, no hat, doesn't matter to
Doesn't matter.
us.
Doesn't matter.
I got to be honest before you get started. If
The lemon sweatshirt is amazing.
lemon, it does
Oh,
look
my
great.
gosh.
Right?
if
Queen of Sparkles.
With the matching
you know,
shorts?
you were there live at Bramblefest last year, Jax, and
I
we
was.
covered the engagement plot. If you had been in this movie live at Bramblefest, it would have gotten out of hand. I don't know what else to tell you. It just would have. Just would have. That's it. Go ahead.
Wait,
Keep going,
no,
Jax.
candid question for you though. Did you like the engagement plot more than this?
Oh God, yes,
Okay.
yes,
Miles.
Okay.
miles better than this movie.
Well, I will say something that this movie had.
What did
Two
it have?
very charismatic leads. They're really talented. They're very good looking. I think they're very good. I love Sarah Powers. I loved Thomas Cardro. I hope I'm saying his last name right. He's
Sure
on
you are.
Queens of
So
Sparkle.
Help Me Todd,
Queens
which
of
I think he's fantastic. Queen of Sparkles. This movie didn't have any conflict though, which was crazy because you need conflict for any kind of storytelling. It was relaxing. It was relaxing. I
Yeah.
had it on while I was cooking, so that was a plus. I was also very invested in the weird relationship that my main man had with his Queen of the Night, Rachel.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Little Shop of Horrors, so this kind of like feed me Seymour obsessive vibes did do it for me. But slam dunk, but I would watch these two leading characters do just about anything else.
You broke up there. I just want to make sure. Did you say not a slam dunk or slam dunk?
This was not a slam
Got
dunk, but
Wow.
I would watch Sarah and Thomas do just about anything else.
Jacqueline Collier saying something is not a
like
slam
these
dunk
characters.
is the equivalent of me saying that we should burn it all down.
Yeah.
That is very, very like that. That's
That was
very
scalding.
telling.
I don't even know how to follow
That is scalding from Jax.
Oh yeah, I know what Dan feels like. This was one of my least favorite experiences I've ever had in my whole life. I don't understand. I don't understand. I just the general. I don't understand the idea that the entire movie is based around a flower arranging competition with one judge is offensive to viewers everywhere, viewers like you. I didn't like it at all, and that hurts me. I don't like saying that, but I am anything but
anything other than
I am telling the truth.
There
that
you
is
go.
what I do, and I did not care for this one, and I'm sorry to everybody. The good news is it's over. And next week's movie, I feel very good about. Next week's Up movie, I feel very good. Just Jake, Britt Bristow, our boy Bran. I feel real good about it. So here's
yeah. I think Dan might
here's
even
the
like that
hoping.
one.
Here's the hoping. Dana, what'd you think about this one, bud?
Yeah. So like I sometimes imagine like Hallmark TV plots is like we're going down an elevator in like a mine shaft, you know, and we like the lower we go down, we see plots like, oh, there's a baking plot or there's a party planning plot. Oh, it's a fake boyfriend. It's blah, blah, blah. And the lower we go, the more we get to the more derivative plots. Like the elevator just broke the bottom of the mine shaft. And it like right before this whole thing explodes, we reach flower arranging competition. This movie is about people that arrange flowers. That's what it's about. It's awful. I know. Look, I'm happy people got paid to make it. I'm happy it's on the air and probably made somebody's dream come true. I'm not here to crush dreams. I'm here to tell you it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. It is boring. There is no conflict. Jack's already mentioned it. There is no crisis. I would, if this took longer than 4 days to film, I would be shocked.
Didn't you say boring? I say relaxing.
Yes, you do. You do. You say it's like if I took a melatonin, it would be relaxing. Like you're doing the Lord's work over there, Jax. All I'm saying is that there's no way coverage, everything, they couldn't have done it in 4 days. 4 solid 12-hour days. There's like 5 locations. There is nowhere where this is a 15-day shoot. And there's nowhere where anybody got more than one take. No world. It didn't happen. It is a flower arranging movie with no conflict and nowhere to be and literally all day to get there. And I hated it. It was real bad and not in a fun way, in just one of the few times, and I said it out loud, this is one of the few times that I don't like my job. So yeah, not great. So there you have it.
But a bad day on the golf course
better
is
than
a good day
in most places.
most
If you're arranging the
places
flowers, it's bad day.
on UpTV.
If you're good day, if you're swinging it well.
and you circle around.
Yeah.
It's time for all the feels where we talk about what gave us those botanic feels.
Botanic
Bojangles. Jax, do you remember that time you came to Greenville for a little while and you ate worse than you ever have in your entire life? And you said, I'm never coming back ever again.
What's the Moretti's pizza, Jax? Is the Moretti's pizza
Honestly,
still hold up?
10 out of 10, no notes. Moretti's
That's right.
pizza. I just had I mean, after that week, I was like, oh my gosh, my intestines, like everything. But it was great spending time with you guys. So it lifted my
She hasn't had
spirits
fried chicken since.
She was like, "Oh yeah, I'll eat whatever. Jax is here to please. I'm here for whatever. I need a salad." Like third day in, she's like, "I don't know how you guys are still standing."
Did we get you Bojangles while you were here?
No, I don't think so.
No, I couldn't keep up with you
Magoo's.
champions. Yeah, we definitely had that. And then for the marathon, it's like I was just covered in crumbs for the entire.
You ate a
hot dog
bone.
flavored
You
jelly
you ate a
beans.
dog
You ate a dog bone, and nobody asked you to do that.
No, but I raised $100 for charity that I would have
That's
raised
exactly
anyway
right.
because
For the
we were
kids.
doing the
That's
marathon.
right.
So,
Get it? Yeah.
Exactly right.
I had feels. My feels were I thought it was a great kiss at the end. Again, did I mention how hot these two people are?
Sure.
Great kiss at the end. I also like that they're engaged. She's got a lovely little engagement ring on at the end. And she's saying that there's nothing else she'd rather do than watch him arrange flowers. And that's somebody's kink. So good for them.
They have a flower arranging kink, is what you're saying. It would have to be somebody's kink to enjoy this movie, I would say.
Oh my gosh. Guys. But here's the thing, Jax, is I think it was a good kiss, but I don't know because it was mainly just the back of the head.
That's right. Yep.
Like it was so I was bummed that we didn't get to see all of it. You know.
I do. Tell me more about that, Fran.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
all of the kiss. It was just an odd way to show us that is all I'm saying.
Got it.
This movie made me want mac and cheese.
Oh.
So there's a lot of talk of mac and cheese, world famous mac and cheese. They kept talking about the mac and cheese. I don't think we ever get to see the mac and cheese, but don't think I wasn't thinking about mac and cheese the rest of the day because I was. Dan?
This movie made me want to call my family and tell them that I love them. Not because it had such a stirring, just because I wasn't sure I was going to see him again. I thought I was just going to keep going.
It would never end.
That's right.
Never end. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back with the wait, what, and the what's up here on Deck the Hallmark.
Deck the Hallmark.
Welcome back to Deck the Hallmark. We're talking about When Love Blooms, right? That's the name of it. When Love Blooms, UpTV.
BLUM.
Yeah,
Blum.
like Blumhouse.
And it's When Love Blums.
When Love Blums. Let's do this. Let's get to the wait what, where we talk about what in this movie made us go wait what. Jax, anything stick out to you while you were doing your dishes?
His ex Tony, the fact that she changed the language on his phone to Korean and locked him out of the house, I was like, wait, what? I respect
Brutal.
that. Game sees game. Tony, good for you. I think the other big wait what, I'm going to give it to the best friend who had to deliver a line that said he's a real man sandwich. And actually, it wasn't too cringe when she did it. And I was thinking of myself playing a best friend being like, Jax couldn't have pulled that off the way that gal did. So wait, what? How did she make it work? She did. So
I don't want to get in the weeds here, but a man sandwich would be something on either side of that man, correct?
Yeah, she said
that's not a man.
Yeah, that's not a man. You would think.
That's right.
Yeah, inside.
Unless it's a KFC double down.
If a KFC double down, that's now the KFC double down is two chicken
fried chicken breast as the bread. So
and then it's like stuff inside of it.
I gotta have that when I come down for bread.
Even we don't eat KFC double downs. So there you
go. We draw the line. We draw the line.
Accepted.
For my 20s.
I think that you could have delivered that line, Jax. Let's sell yourself short.
Can we give it? Give it.
Just give it. Okay. Give it. Just get in the character.
They only got one take.
Like
Lord knows it. You get one take.
I get one take. I'm looking on the computer. I'm looking at him. Ooh, he's a real man sandwich. How did that work?
I love that.
Okay.
That was
all right,
so good.
UpTV, come on. I've been Sending you
Hire her.
unanswered emails.
I have a few. I was immediately bothered at the beginning of this movie by the coffee ordering scene.
Yeah.
On like a lot of levels, but mainly all the drinks are not the same.
No.
That is not true. Like, you can have drinks that are different levels of espresso. That coffee barista was not helpful in the least in helping this woman figure out what drink is best for her, as somebody who clearly doesn't know anything about coffee beverages, but also clearly didn't want a lot of caffeine, but was fine with some. You could have helped her out. Instead, you just said they're all the same, which is a nightmare for her, because now that that's on the table, the menu's even more. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like that at all. It made me bummed.
If someone really was that like completely broken about ordering their morning coffee every day, they would not be in the position that Sarah Power is in this movie. They would not be. There would be therapy. There would be some medication.
Yeah.
They would be living a different journey.
A different journey.
But apparently, when it comes to coffee, that's the only time where she literally freezes and can't think of it. The rest of her day, like, what should I wear? Clearly, that didn't take long.
Right.
Like,
It's
clearly,
just
it's
like menus.
It's just food and drink.
Yeah.
Everything else, it's like, I can do this like a typically functioning. But when it comes to a coffee, the world is going to end. That was terrible. It was real bad.
I will say one thing she should spend more time thinking through is her emoji choice. Because at one point she is texting with her best friend, and her best friend is like, what about Aaron? And she just, without thinking, just does the emoji just like this, like that. And it's just like, that was a weird choice of an emoji. I don't know. Maybe give it some more thought. The fact that she's a person that looks at a menu and goes, but sees, I'm overwhelmed by the emojis. That's
right.
my struggle. Like, I see all the emojis,
and she just
I'm just like,
goes, I know what it is. Winky, crazy, drunk,
like,
smiley
yeah,
face.
this is the one for me.
Classic.
Guys, can we talk about how freaking insane the fridge is in this movie? Did you see this, Jack?
Wide boy.
This is the biggest fridge I've ever seen. Now, Dan did point out we don't see the depth of the fridge, so it could be making up for in width that it's lacking in depth. But
that's a lot of money for a fridge like that.
Yeah.
Ginormous.
Yeah.
A ginormous fridge. It's like very big.
Very big.
It's two fridges in one.
Yes. It's 2 for 1.
It's a two for one. It's a KFC double down.
That's right.
So dad has a broken arm, and that's why she's there. Because he has a tough time cutting his toast. Maybe don't cut toast.
Your bread, bro.
Maybe don't cut toast. Like, that's the thing he's eating in the morning, and he's like, I can't do it. It's already angled for you. You have it. Didn't
you think he was a matchmaking dad, and that was the whole reason why we were doing this?
I said if he just takes the cast off at the end and it was a fake injury, that would give something to this movie.
Yeah,
100%.
And they didn't do that. What he did do was have a cast on for, I believe, a full week, and then say, how am I supposed to eat with this thing on? What have you been doing the last week, champ? Good, just go with that. Whatever that plan was, keep doing it. Because clearly you're still alive and well.
Yeah. And my last one, I have two more. One, I just have a big problem with any sort of competition where judging takes place and there's one judge. I just don't think that's ethical. I am calling into question the ethics of the Botanic.
There's only one judge at the Westminster Dog Show for like the best in show.
I'm calling it unethical.
Wow, you heard it here first, folks.
It's easy to bribe one person. That's all I'm saying.
Wow, you think people are in there with the Botanic Cup judge going,
yeah,
I have got tens of dollars for you.
Did you see the winning thing?
Yeah, it was bad.
The only excuse for their thing winning is Aaron bribed the judge. That's the only.
That's fair.
So, I'll do this. I'll put a thing here. We did it. My last one is Aaron at one point. I think it's Aaron at one point brags about being a star kickball pitcher. Dale, the dad,
says that Aaron is the star pitcher of our neighborhood kickball team, and I want to be clear.
Wait, that's just
That's just rolling a ball.
Rolling
That
a
is
ball.
all. It is the easiest job on the field to roll a ball. That was
Unless they're like
is it a
anything go.
fast pitch?
Can we go
Can they just
curve?
wing it
I
up
don't
there?
know, Dan. You say that, but you haven't seen me try and roll a ball.
But of all the positions,
So, out of all the
Jax,
positions, yeah, that's true.
on the kickball field, where would you feel if you feel not comfortable playing kickball? Where would you feel most comfortable? Ball in your hand, roll it with two hands. It's got to be the easiest, right?
Actually, now that you're breaking it down like that, you're right. It's a convincing
Because
argument.
it's like there's less to do in the outfield, but if a
That's
if a
I'm
ball
thinking.
is kicked
Your
towards
way.
I'm
you,
thinking right field.
okay, yeah.
But if the ball gets kicked out there, what are you doing?
I look at the center fielder and scream,
Come,
"Help!"
quick.
Yeah, come.
Come on. That's all I got, Dano.
This boss could 100% be fired or reported for whatever it is he's doing. What you cannot do, I don't believe, at least it's not good form, to call someone in, be like, we got this promotion. It goes to Bali. It goes to Buenos Aires. It goes to blah, blah, blah. What do you think? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, what do you think about your friend? Do you think she'd be interested? That is not how you boss.
Especially when you're bringing in somebody who is at the same level as the person
That's
you're
right.
considering. Like, if it's another executive, like, hey,
No,
Come
different
on in
story.
here.
But if
Yeah.
it's two people that both would be eligible for the same promotion, you don't bring one in and go, I'm thinking about promoting your coworker. Do you think that's a good idea? Like, that's just bad form, man. Like, that's
I love that
offensive.
Sarah Power was so quick to throw her coworker under the bus.
Oh yeah, just like no, she'd be real bad at it. Give me some time to think. I have never seen Hallmark movies and UpTV movies and TV movies in general. They tend to establish the city a lot, like they'll same just like tracking shot or shot that they purchased offline somewhere. This movie, through its script, establishes that her mom is dead and that she manages risks no less than 10,000 times. I feel like every scene includes either words that mom is dead or they allude to mom being dead, or that she manages risks and what that means for the plot of the movie. I'm serious. For the first hour, 80% of the scenes include one of those two things. This is how you know you don't have a movie, gang. If you can't move past the launching points for your character, that's not good. That's not good. If you're still talking about the fact that you manage risks at minute 72, your movie is probably not good. Probably not good. That's what they do.
80% chance.
Yeah. It's an 80% chance your movie's bad, a 20% chance your movie's awful. 100% chance to remember the name. That's right. And I won't forget the name when love blooms. I won't forget it. I wrote down competitive flower arranging is the most boring thing. Yes, that's already taken. No one ever eats at Dale's. Dale's is during the day a walk-in, order-at-the-counter coffee shop and mac and cheese spot that you eat at the bar. At night, it is a sit-down dinner, and they have world-famous mac and cheese, cheesecake, and something else. And I don't buy it. I don't think it's world famous. No one's ever eating there. I think this guy just has decided everything he makes is world famous, and that's the way to sell it. And that is a mistake. Bad, real bad. And then, how long is this whole thing happening?
Yeah.
It is how long in between the semifinals and the finals? It seems like a day. How long do they plan? It seems like a week. She says she's been off of work for a week. I have questions about the Botanic Cup in general.
And the ethics.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, not the ethics. I don't care about the ethics. That's all I got.
Let's get to the WhatsApp. It's where we wonder what could have been. Maybe having some clarity questions that we still have. Jax, what are you still wondering about in this movie that you'd like an answer to?
I am okay leaving that I got, but I guess, and not really thinking about it again. But I think if I'm intellectually musing, I wonder if she ate those desserts after he left her with 2 huge desserts while he went to go watch Rachel Bloom. I'm wondering when this weird relationship with Rachel, and if he's like that with other plants, and if he talks to his therapist about this.
It is a weird bit.
Yeah.
It's a weird bit.
But I
But
really
listen.
liked it. Like it actually gave me something to hang my hat on. I was like, okay, it's so weird, but like keep it
Big
coming.
plant.
Keep it
Definitely
getting.
hang a
Yeah.
hat.
It's a
You
plant
can
that
hang, you
he's
can hang a few hats on
that
that
actually
plant.
does piggy back
Hey,
into
Rachel, hey,
mind,
baby.
which is he keeps this plant in a dark room with no sunlight or water. And is that how this plant does eventually bloom? Like I have that actual question. Like it's
Yeah.
not in like a greenhouse or like in a room filled with glass. This plant's not getting any sunlight, like 0%. And it is growing apparently really, really well. So that was my big question, my big what's up, if you will. What up with that?
What up with that?
What with that?
Who says this? That they got into a fight with a water cooler in the water cooler one? Is that Dale? Does Dale say that?
Dale says the water cooler. What again? Say it again.
I got in the fight with a water cooler and the water cooler won. Someone said it might be Dale. It might be Dale and how he got his injury. I don't know. Someone says that line. You go ahead. Go ahead, Aaron.
When does Dale get injured? Are you confusing Dale
And the dad.
The dad. Who's Dale?
The guy who owns the
That owns Dale's
Sorry,
Market.
the dad.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
hi,
dad said
Aaron.
that.
Hi,
Hi, Jax.
Aaron. I
Yeah,
just
the
got excited to
dad.
hear
Is that
Aaron.
how the
Hi.
dad got injured? The
I
dad.
would assume so, not Dale.
Yeah, got into a fight with a water cooler and the water cooler won. I don't know, guys. You can't just say stuff. You can't just say stuff and just expect us to be like, yeah, that sounds right. Now it just leaves me wondering. It leaves me wishing that we had that footage somewhere, like a surveillance camera. Like I got a lot of questions about that.
I think there were a lot of lines written in this that even the whole bit, the first bit with the coffee jokes, that they're like, oh, this will sound like a joke if it's delivered with a certain cadence, and like got in a fight with the water cooler and the water cooler won, but it's like no one stopped to think that it made no sense and that it's not too funny.
Well, that's like the other thing, the pitcher thing. Like I feel like both of those are supposed to be jokes.
right.
Fighting a water cooler, and he's our star pitcher of our neighborhood kickball team.
Okay.
But they don't. The way that they're acted, and you would get this more than us, Jax, like the way you deliver a line is very, very important. And it's clear that they were going for not jokes. Like it's very clear that they were not going for a joke there. Like especially the Dale line about the kickball.
Yeah.
He's delivering that like with so much sincerity that it's crazy.
And we've talked to people who have like written Hallmark movies, and they were like, a lot of the jokes got missed. Like they're not said like jokes, but they were written as jokes. Like in my
That's why you
mind,
should
they
have
were
the
a
writer on set.
lot funnier.
That's why
and
writers are important.
And listen, and we support the strike here.
Yeah, we do.
WGA,
that's
baby.
it's
You
very
see, you
important.
said that like a joke. We do support the strike. You said it like we support the strike here. We don't know. We actually like writers should be compensated for their time.
We support the strike.
Yes. Yeah. Once again.
Did I say it wrong again?
Yeah, but the delivery, you did it different
It's the hands.
each time, but
Okay.
it's actually really interesting that you could kind of, do it like you didn't support it, but in two different ways. I'm impressed.
Right. Well, you know why? Because I support the strike.
I
Well, that's like you
support the
upended that.
strike.
Yeah. I know what I'm supposed to say here. No, strikes are great. We did, everybody. Congratulations. Jax, you're coming back next week too, pal?
Yeah, for
Man.
Just Jake. I cannot wait because, I think Dan might like this one.
Have you seen it?
I have. I
Oh,
asked
wow.
Brandon to send it to me early, and it's shot like really.
Funny.
It's very cinematic. I think you might like it.
Okay.
Maybe Brandon maybe should come on the show.
Oh my gosh, he
Unless-
would love
unless-
to.
Yeah.
He'd be down for this. He
Yeah,
wouldn't
he
be
would be
bothered
down.
by me.
No.
Well, okay. Maybe we'll do that. But Jax, you're still coming regardless.
Am I
Don't
getting
think you're getting
uninvited?
out of this.
Okay.
Yeah. Jax, we've got some news. Queen of Sparkles called, and they
Yes.
would like someone else to rep the brand on Deck the Hallmark.
I have to pay to send this back myself.
Yeah.
That's glitterqueens.com.
It's the glitter. It's the queen of the glitter.
Queens of Sparkle.
Queens of Sparkle.
Queen of Sparkles.
Queen of Sparkle. We did, everybody. Congratulations. We'll be back next time with another one. Until then, Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark is a Bramble Jam podcast. It's produced by Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.